So it's finally here. The 12th and final universal law. After about 2 weeks, wrapping up this IGTV series. You know, this it's funny because this law might piss some of you off. And quite frankly, I don't give a shit because it's a universal law, right? So look, last universal law is the law of gender, okay? And again, before I get into the law of gender, these universal laws are something that everything in the universe corresponds to, right? No one is subject to these laws, or everyone is subject to these laws. No one is outside the realm of these laws, okay? So everything in the universe coheres to these laws, okay? And again, we are immortal spiritual beings having temporary human experiences. We are infinite beings on a temporary plane, okay? So realize that, and then use these laws to your advantage, okay? So the law of gender, right, literally states that everything is either female or male, okay? Not non-binary, not fucking transgender, right? Everything is either male or female. This is a universal law, okay? So if the next time someone comes up to you and tries to tell you they're a girl and they have a dick, I'm not even getting into that. But look, law of gender, everything is feminine or masculine, right? You know they have the God, or the creator's masculine energy, and Mother Earth, right, is a feminine energy. I think it was the yogis or somebody, some ancient culture used to say that the subconscious mind is the feminine and the conscious mind is masculine. The ego is the masculine and the subconscious mind is the feminine, because that's where the creation comes from, is the subconscious, right? So everything has a feminine and masculine energy. Left brain, I believe, I'm not even going to try to, I don't remember which one's which, but you have a left brain, you have a right brain. One is feminine, one's masculine, right? One's creative, one's more logical, numbers, and the other one's more intuition, right? So the key with the law of gender is to merge those energies. And you probably have people in your life that either have way too much feminine energy and way too much masculine energy. Like the fucking mainstream media is pushing toxic masculinity. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's all conquer and divide, folks. This is a whole nother video, but I'm starting to get a little heated. That's a whole nother video, but look, the key is to merge them, right? There's been this whole idea is, yes, you can be a savage ass dude and still create things and still, have feelings, because we're beings, right? We're spiritual beings. Emotions are just a part of life. Now, although I'm a firm believer in Stoicism, which means that you can only focus on what you can control, because so many people in this lifetime and this world focus on stuff that is out of their control, which is causing them extra stress for no reason, right? So my piece of advice to you is focus on what you can control, which is usually your reaction to things that happen to you. And you can control your life in a sense. You can, because we're the creators of our reality, right? But you have to get into that frame first. You have to get rid of all those blockages first. All those self-limiting beliefs, all those agreements you made with yourself and other people. So everything is either male or feminine, right? Practice both. If you're a dude who never creates stuff or never, gets in tune with intuition, I'm a very intuitive person. My feminine side has always been turned on. And a lot of dudes probably relate to this. You're almost forced to turn that off in situations, right? Because that's how this matrix has programmed us. It should just be like fucking male animals that just want to have sex, and party and shit like that. Well, we're spiritual beings. We're immortal spiritual beings, and part of the human experience is having those emotions, having those feelings, and merging those two brains together. Okay, so, and if you're a female that doesn't really exercise her masculine brain, exercise it. It's good. You need to have a balance of both, literally. I mean, there's people you can tell they have way too much logical thinking in their life. Like science is only limited by the 5 senses, right? But we all know, if you're watching this, you're probably somewhat spiritual, whether you know it or not. We know that science can't describe some of the metaphysical shit that happens on this earth, right? So you can't get stuck in that masculine 5 senses energy, trying to be too logical, use the brain too much, because look, everyone knows there's metaphysical shit going on, right? Like, what the fuck is intuition? If you're sitting here, you're not really a spiritual person, you don't know what intuition is, think about that. right? What is intuition? What is a gut feeling? Where does that come from, right? You can't use your logical brain on that to try to understand where that's coming from. That's where you tap into the feminine brain, right? So, I mean, everything has its purpose. Everything has balance. It's your goal to find that balance and to exercise both the feminine and the masculine, because they're both very, very useful. And they can also both be very harmful, but the key is, again, merge them, mix them, have both. The goal ultimately is to combine those two brains together, so you just have one brain. You're just in tune the whole time, right? So look, that is the end. That's all I got to say for the universal laws, the 12 universal laws. If you're seeing this later on, maybe weeks or months or years later, there's a whole IGTV series with all 12 universal laws, and I kind of go in depth on them, trying to make them a little more relatable, a little more understandable. If you're interested in getting coached by me, just send me a DM or fill out the consultation in the link in my bio. We'll change your life fucking around ASAP. And that's all I got to say, guys. Bring some awareness into your life. Use these laws to your advantage, because they are universal laws. They are here to help you and guide you. Peace.